A pleasant good morning to you all. Wonderful Saturday morning. It is a pleasure being with you. We call it the plumb line, the daily food, the daily life. This is where we drop our measurement, our plumb line, to see how leveled you are, how balanced you are, how truthful you are. A minute to 3 o'clock in the morning. And the reason why this program is on at this time of the morning is because we know, or I know, this is when all seven angels are up and ready to assist you or impart knowledges on you. For me, the presenter, and also for you, the receiver. Tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your auntie, tell your niece, tell your friend that the angels are up. The seven archangels are up and about, and it's ready to use their servants to impart knowledge on you. Shout all your enemies next door. It is a minute of the tree, and those who know spirituality know that Angel Michael the warrior is up. Gabriel the messenger is up. Raphael the healer is up. Uriel the intelligent one is up. Jophiel the beautiful angel, the angels of beauty, is up. Shamiel the angel of peace is up. And Zachariel the angel of mercy and forgiveness is up. What do you want? They are all here with us. All who decided to seek wisdom this morning, to ascertain wisdom this morning, is up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is the roaming hours for the seven angels. Do you want to receive some of what they have for you? So if you find yourself up right now, it is not by mistake. And if you find yourself tuning to this live right now, it is not by mistake. It is by the power of the Most High wanted you to hear what He has for you through His servant, guided by His holy angels. I am Tai Chicos, your revelator. This morning, very interesting program, as they always do. Those that really find the time. No, let's let's phrase that properly, the few that really find the time to listen to me, right? I know you are gaining a lot. The few with the wisdom base that really find the time that I am not going where the blings are, where everybody is, and I'm gonna stick and listen to you, right? I know you are benefiting a lot for the future generation. Things that you can pass on to them to make this world a better place. Those that really do have the consciousness, right, to know really and truly good from bad. Those that really know good man or good woman, really and truly know the authentic good and the authentic bad. I mean the bad where you call good and the good where you call bad. No, me talking about the good and the bad, right? Those of you who practices that like I do, I will never say the food bad. No, when it is good. If the food don't have no taste, me say the food that tastes bad. Right? This is the way I construct my life. And all because of a thing called wisdom. A wisdom makes I don't follow the massive saying stupidness. Right? Wisdom don't make me say chicken have breasts. Wisdom doesn't make me call my children them kids as everybody else are doing. I could follow suit, but wisdom guide me along and said human beings doesn't have kids. A chicken doesn't have breasts. Right? Right? And good will always be good and bad is always be bad. Wisdom guide me along and I try to maintain that level. And because I maintain that level into some dark corner, I seems to be a strange individual. They even call me mad. Yes. Yes. Because I'm hell-bent in obeying the laws of the land. The laws of the land required zero tolerance in perversity. So how am I going to pervert good and call bad? How am I going to look at the human being and call him a dog or a goat? Because of my status, because of my determination not to be a follower, but to be a leader. Guess what? I've been marginalized. I've been scoffed upon. I've been laughed at. Yes. Yes. I even been, punished for this. Yes. Even been punished for this. Because I am determined not to follow them. When everybody dancing back way, me say front way me a dance. No girl can come dance with me and turn them back. Me no want that. Right? No girl can come mate with me and turn them back. Me no want that. Right? And that I kept all of these wisdom for myself. I pass them on to you. I'm in the street on a daily basis. On TikTok live. I'm in videos. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Everywhere. I'm not hiding myself. Right? I'm putting it out there for you to see. But what you think is the problem? Most people don't copy the right thing. They always copy the wrong thing. The problem the world is having is choices. And that's why we have so much religions. That's why the politicians having a field day, right? Because of choices. And how much do you take and obey nature? Man quicker to obey man's law than nature's command. Man is quicker to adhere to man's law. And that is the reason why today we are worried about climate change. Because from the outset, man started to perverted the laws of nature. And it reached to a point now, universally, that disobedience of the laws of nature is now spitting them in their face. Now, all of these educated, so-called educated people having conference here, conference there, conference everywhere, spending money here, spending money there, right? To avert the destruction that they and their descendants had caused upon the land. Perversity of nature's command. Done by organization, done by religious groups. Now we are paying the penalty. Global warming, climate change, the storms getting more vicious coming when we are not expecting them. They are coming harder. The rain falls. It hardly name rain again. It now name floods. Flood rains. Right. Wisdom would have taught you not to disobey nature's order. Because once you disobey nature's order, there's a penalty to pay. If you disobey the President of the United States order, you're going to be whipped because him came, he saw, he conquered, and he is the ruler for the United States, so you don't disobey my order. But what about the source that makes the United States is in existence? President Biden did not landscape out the United States. So he's just a servant in the United States, just like anybody else. He did not landscape it. He did not create the Milky Way, right? But yet you obey what he says more than what the creator of the United States says. I'm in Jamaica. We we adhere to what the Prime Minister says more than what nature says. That's what making all this problem today. So when you sum it all up, you can see clearly, like Johnny Nash, it is lack of wisdom. And the brand of wisdom, the quality of our leaders, yes, which of the leaders decided to stick to nature's command, to alleviate some of Earth's pollutions that causes the destructions. But you see here, the earthquake here, the earthquake there, the flooding here. Mighty God. Are we now gonna see all these things and obey nature and that man? Do we have these determination? The program is the plumb line. This is where we drop our compasses on you and even myself to see where we at, looking through wisdom, using wisdom that it's so very, very essential in our everyday life. I cried. Even yesterday I cried and see some go downtown and see some pretty girl. Seems to be in their outward appearance. And I remember I was telling them something. And the pretty girl said, I don't know. And I said, that's why I'm telling you, I don't want to know. Mighty God. They are so proud in their ignorance. Pretty without wisdom. You know, hot without wisdom. Oh, it grieves me to see them. And all because you can buy looks in any of the corner shop. But you cannot buy wisdom. And because you cannot buy wisdom, the lack of wisdom. You have certain man today cannot get a woman's vagina unless he have money, because he failed to use wisdom. He failed to use money over wisdom. Right? Everything they believe that is accessible to them is they must buy it. Wisdom is free and they don't want it. If wisdom was selling, artificial wisdom was selling, they would have bought it. Just like how they bought the artificial penis in the form of the dildos. They buy the artificial vagina in the form of the condoms. Right? Yes. So if you did have a package of artificial wisdom selling, they would have bought it. But being as wisdom is free, they do not want it. I don't know and I don't want to know. Right? This is the world we are living in today. I'm not laughing at you, but when I saw it, I cried. I cried to see our young people where they're attacking, inflicting self-wound on themselves, right? Has no self-control. Mighty God, it grieves me. Right? They turn around everything. I have to put this in there. 95% of the younger generation believe that they are more attractive from behind. It is a shame and disgrace when a young man believes that his back is more attractive than her front. It's a very sad tale. Very, very sad tale. It's a very sad tale when someone believes that bad is better than good. It's a sad tale. Yes. It's a very, very sad day when wrongs are seen over right. It's a very sad, sad tale. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose, JP. A very sad, sad day. Sad situation we are in. And what makes it much more grieving to see so-called leaders not doing a thing to correct those. Parents not doing a thing to correct their children. When they come and said, Mama, the food bad, they would have never said to the child, no, the food is not bad. They say, yes, man, your mommy can't cook. You don't tell the child that the food is not bad. When you hear them say, Mama, me want the chicken breast, I mean, I want. You said, no, my dear son or daughter, chicken cannot have breast. Breast is a thing that contains milk to nurture the young ones. Right? And this ignorance continue to go around in circles. And till Peanut Dread, where are you? Peanut Dread, now we are reaching the radam. Now we have been radam by those ignorance, by those stupidity. Right? We are about to face our radam as they go along their merry way, not seeing that they were self-destructive. Can't tell them that. They have to go with the hype. Everybody has said that. Everybody said chicken breast. Oh, you alone. I can't talk about family born me near them. My mother said chicken breast. But that no means say your mother right. We once have an artist named Babandi, and one of his biggest songs, he said, check it out. Check it out. Go and make your researches now and see if you find a chicken with a breast. Go. Leave the live right now and check all your sources and to see if you find a chicken with a breast. See if you find a human being that bring a kid on the land. Check it out. If you think Taichiko's sitting here at 22 minutes after 3 o'clock telling you rubbish, go and check it out. Yeah. A wise person will ignite your brains so you can see further and have ideas. That's why you must always learn to attach to wisdom over foolishness, not foolishness over wisdom. Wisdom will tell you when foolishness is in your vicinity, is in your ears, is in your eyesight. Wisdom will tell you that. Foolishness cannot tell you that. Foolishness will make you lead on to destruction. Wisdom will save you from being destroyed. That's the difference between the wise and the fool. Those that love wisdom, the more wise people in the world is, the safer the world is to live. The more fools is, the more danger it possessed. So let us embark on wisdom. Let us secure wisdom in this time if we are going to be a survivor. Right? If we are going to be a survivor in this time, we have to run for wisdom. I said those that wake up this hour of the morning watching me are searching for wisdom, and the powers that being is acknowledging you, and what the powers that being is doing is now using me as an igniter, and your wisdom base had now been opened up to catch the flow of wisdom, so you can have other ideas. Then you will start to see that what I am saying to you is not stupidness, is not foolishness, right? As we dig deeper into wisdom, you know, King Solomon was branded as the wisest man on earth. You have people will use their wisdom in the negative to destroy people. It's good, yes, and important to have wisdom, but how will you use it? Will you use it to construct, or will you use it to destroy? Will you use it to make weapon of mass destruction, or will you use your wisdom to make weapon of construction? What will you use your wisdom to do? Tychicus this morning on the program called The Plumb Line. It's a program that don't deal with folly, hardcore wisdom. We deal with here. Mark you, I don't know it all. But the area that I was given to speak on, to follow, the portfolio that I was given, I'm able to manage this level. Right? Like every human being, I am mortal. And these are the words of King Solomon. Like every human being, I am mortal. I am a descendant of that first man who was made from the soil. I was conceived from the sperm of a man in the pleasure of intercourse. For 9 months, my flesh took shape in the blood of my mother's womb. When I was born, I came into the world like anyone else, and I began to breathe the same air we all breathed. And like everyone else, the first sound I made was a cry. I was wrapped up in clothes and cared for. No king ever began life differently. For all of us, there is one way into life, and there is one way out. Wow. What a way to lay the foundation for the teaching of wisdom. One way in, one way out. Sexual transfusion. Are you with me this morning? Whether you are king, consider, whether you are bad man, whether you are good man, one way all of us comes into this world. Whether you're king, whether you're queen, we all comes one way into this world. Solomon said she was wrapped up. He breathed, and the first sound was a cry. Which of you leaders come into this world differently? So you can say you are of a higher standard than anyone else. Come right now. Presented yourself to me. 3:30 in the morning, Saturday the 2nd of December 2023. Presented yourself right here to me and my 6 viewers. You came into this world differently without your father having sexual intercourse with your mother, right? Presented yourself. Yeah, man, I mentioned cry, man. I mentioned cry. I do mention cry. Right? Yes, presented yourself right now. Let the world see a new way of coming into this world. In the Matrix. Show us. In the Matrix. The AI intelligence. Come on. But one thing you're going to prove to me, that the AI intelligence is independent of the official intelligence. You have to prove that the AI intelligence or the Matrix world is different from, is independent of the original world. The original order, the original energy in the Matrix. The AI intelligence has to work with the official intelligence. And that simply makes it non-independent. Because the original will always stand, predominate. The original is the artificial dependence. You have to depend on the original. So why we in this time are using artificial intelligence as our main source of intelligence and forsaking the official one? Talk to me. Talk to me on that. Why today bad has been showcased more than good? I want you to look. What I want you to do is to just meditate, right? As I ignite and I pick your brain, expand it to what is happening around you. That's my job, right? We know people are packed act with pride. We know people are watching me right now and listening me with PhDs. And he's saying, where do this man get his education from? Where is his authority to speak the way he's speaking? While they depend on the artificial intelligence. Now, lots of them becomes conceited, but has to teach what their master teaches them to teach. Their master wouldn't have taught them to go and tell the world that the AI intelligence has to depend on the official. The way how the artificial intelligence has been branded, it is the most powerfulest thing in the world. The way the technology has been branded, it want to believe that technology is higher than knowledge. That's how it has been sold. I have my factory and I made boom boxes. Yes, I made these boom boxes. I would not expect my workers to bring forth the fault in these boom boxes that I am selling, that I manufactured. Even when it has a fault and you're selling it, you're not gonna make it known that it has a fault. You're gonna sell it as the best boombox that ever made. None is better than this my product. Wow. So don't expect anyone to come and tell you the truth that the AI, the technology today are compelled to be a part of the knowledge from creation, from the very first. So, wisdom. We all must have. Guess what? It cannot bought. And the reason why, if it could have been bought, the poor man would not have none. So then the creator then would be partial. But wisdom is out there for everyone to ascertain. It's just for you to follow the standing order. Just for you to fill out the form. Just like Western Union, if you leave a letter out, you can't get your money. That's how the universe set up. Right? Following the protocols, the universal protocols, the standing order. So if you leave off a letter, Western Union, I give money, you know. No, right? Zero tolerance. Right? And if you came into this world, saw this world, saw it stand in order and you go in around it, you're just asking for trouble. You're asking to be fired. You're asking to be disobedient. And in the turnaround world, they would have taught you to disobey nature's law and obey their laws. As simple as that. That asks you to forsake the laws of nature and you were compelled, you were marginalized. If you don't, you were called unruly. You were called, what did them call you again? Bad influence, right? All of those names you're gonna get. You're gonna call you a dunce, right? All of those names you're gonna get if you're hell-bent in following nature's standing order. That's the power of wisdom. Solomon said all of us came in the same way. A lot of people craze for money, while I craze for wisdom, as Solomon did. And Solomon knew that if he craves for wisdom, then the money, the silver, the riches, and the gold will come. Is not money over wisdom, is wisdom over money. So, a lot of people have money today and can't manage it. Because he has money, but has no wisdom. How to manage the money. So you find a lot of people's energy has been placed into the bin of destruction by what? By the energy that you use your money. The energy that you place your money in. On the destructive tables, right? To do things, to prepare and to build things of destruction. My. Remember, you can subscribe to my YouTube page. If what all is said here and you don't remember, subscribe to my YouTube page. It will also be over there. This is the plumb line, right? This is where good question, sir. Good question. Very, very good question. Is being gay the righteous way? No. Couldn't have been. If you listen the foundation of that I laid out, right? All right. Here is Solomon. Like every human being, I am mortal. I am a descendant of that first man who was made from the soil. I was conceived from the sperm of a man in the pleasure of intercourse. For 9 months my flesh took shape in the blood of my mother's womb. Mother and father. Not father and father and mother and mother.